Okay, bet.
Well, you talk about.
I can't really hear nothing on my
Can't
phone.
really hear. Oh yeah, you sound good. Yeah, never
Okay.
mind. Yeah, don't worry
All
about it.
right, stop talking. Stop talking.
Never mind, nigga. Oh
Good
shit! All right,
deal.
hold on. Take a sip of water. Mm. All right. And three, two, and one. All right, guys, we are back with another episode of Meta or Not. We got my boy Nate here,
Yes, sir. What's going on?
and you already know it's your boy Young Doom, the anti-meta god.
Man,
Doing my own thing.
fresh off beating the RE, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed myself playing Art Resident Evil Requiem. I think it is. I mean, I'm gonna put together a review and you'll hear all of this, but it honestly might be a top three Resident Evil game of all time.
Man,
I'm ready to say that. I'm ready to.
you've played all of them?
Man, so I've played just about all of them. I haven't played a lot of the mobile ones like Revelations, and I have
Hmm.
not played 7 and 8. But other than that, anyone that came out on console, I pretty much played all the OGs, all the remakes, most of the spinoffs. So, I even played Resident Evil Raccoon City.
Man, nah, that sounds like commitment. Raccoon City don't sound like me.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, man. But I overall, I do think that it's one of the better Resident Evil games because I think it takes what the best Resident Evils do in all of the different genres that they span, and it puts it all together. And and we talked about this a little bit, but one of the things that it does is it's a nice tight package. It's a real quick, you can finish it in 10 hours. And so it really doesn't overstay its welcome. So I really think they did a phenomenal job. And I really enjoyed it. And so, but you're not a big Resident Evil guy. So, and you watched my stream on it. So I'm really interested to know just what were your impressions on it, just kind of looking at it. Did it feel tense? Did you feel that action? And what were your overall impressions?
Yeah, no, I checked it, tuned in for a couple streams. Not a game I would play, um, but definitely a game that was fun to watch. Essentially, because yeah, it felt close quarters. You didn't know whether or not you were in striking distance of
Mm-hmm.
one of them zombies. So it definitely felt tense. It definitely felt more of kind of like a horror game almost. I've the only Resident Evil that comes to mind, I believe I played was like RE5. And it's
Mm-hmm.
funny because you were like, yeah, that one kind of leaned more towards action. And I was like,
Man.
that's exactly why I like the game. That's the one I played. So
No, man, you're right. You're right. You're right.
seeing this one, it was definitely a lot more tense and like, walk around enemies. You don't necessarily, have to kill everything on the map. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, no, I thought it was a decent. And what's crazy to me is like the playtime, because typically with these games, I've been wanting a shorter playtime. And when you told me you beat
Mm-hmm.
it, I was like, dang, okay, that was kind of quicker
Mm-hmm.
than I was expecting. Um,
Yep. For me too.
so I don't know if that left a good taste in your mouth or a bad taste in your mouth on how fast.
So I was indifferent again because I do think that them wrapping that story up in that amount of time, it doesn't overstay its welcome. You don't start to feel like, oh, it's dragging on. But on the other end, I do wish I was, it was more game modes or something. Just something to kind of keep me in, kind of keep me in the game mechanics, keep me in the game loops, and not necessarily being like more story or something like that, more DLC
Yeah.
or something. So, I'm a little indifferent about it.
No, I hear you on that 100%. One thing I noticed that we didn't put in our topics here was that multiplayer mode. I don't know if you wanted to mention that.
Bro, this is something I'm going to talk about in my review, man. But what they need, okay. So let me preface this. Resident Evil Outbreak might very well be the best Resident Evil game ever made. Okay,
Mm,
let me just say that. Okay, I want to put that out there.
yeah,
I
so
want my opinion there. So, with that being said, Capcom is sitting on a gold mine. Resident Evil Outbreak has a devoted fan base, and we are in the age of multiplayer. So all they need to do is put the Resident Evil Outbreak style gameplay with Grace's gameplay. Like
Mm.
the female, as far as like not necessarily having a lot of bullets, it
Yeah.
being really tense. They need to make a multiplayer around that game loop, around that game mechanic,
Mm.
and it would. I promise you, man, it would be successful.
Because yeah, now that you say it, because I only watched you, I watched you play the girl character and Leon, and the
Hmm.
female character was very much more like you said, kind of sneaky, and whereas Leon, you had
Hmm.
picked up 5 grenades at the same time. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's time to do it.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
different feel.
But that's what Resident Evil is about, though. The
Mm.
original Resident Evils were about tense situations. It was about resource management. It was about not having what you need to survive, and you having to make a way to do that. So if you do that in a multiplayer setting, give us some randomly generated items, enemies, levels. Man, it'll be a hit, man. But yeah, I want to step off that pedestal because I'll be here all night.
Nah, I, nah, that sounds like a good
So
game.
yeah, yeah, it was good. So in your opinion, now why do you think that because I want to like dive a little bit into your psyche on this. Were you when the first Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, the original ones came out, were you into those type of games or
Man, uh, look, follow me, class, to what's it called? What we got here?
Resident Evil 2 original?
Yeah, RE2.
Yeah.
This can't be. This must be a remake.
No, that's the remake. Yes.
Yeah, okay. uh, here we go.
Original. There you go.
There you go. So 1998. I was 2 years
88.
old at this point. So when this dropped, I don't know what I was on. Uh, but I wasn't on the Resident Evil 2. Um,
Oh man, that's
so
funny. That's funny.
yeah, no, I wasn't part of the Resident Evil 2. Mm-mm.
So
Yeah,
that means 5 was really your first introduction to the series.
I've heard of the series, before 5, but that was absolutely the first game that I personally played. Um, yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, our love for it is completely different.
Yeah. Because where were you at in 1998? You played it on release date, or where was you?
So it's funny because my brother actually had the first Resident Evil, the original one on the PlayStation, and I played it for a little bit and I was like, man, this is crazy. But by the time I played it and realized what was going on, part two was coming out.
Hmm.
So then I was like, whoa, it's another one. And I played part two, man. I beat both of them. And that's back before the internet. So, you really had to like
Yeah.
beat the game.
No,
Like,
you had to
so
figure out the puzzles yourself.
yeah, man. So, but that was kind of my introduction. And I've followed it ever since. And I honestly fell off after Resident Evil 5, because they just got too action oriented.
Hmm. No, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I didn't play any of this growing up. But
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, but overall though, I do think that RE9 is one of the more superior Resident Evil games. I did enjoy all of the aspects of it. The Leon, yeah, there we go. Look at those graphics, man. That's PlayStation 2. That's tank controls right there, baby.
yeah, nah, that's crazy. But
Look at that.
it don't look terrible though. It don't
Mm-mm.
look like you can. Now that is crazy. That little loading scene.
They got to
But
hide the loading. On the
yeah,
PS1s, they got to hide the loading screen. So yeah, of course.
nah, for real. The
This is
upside down
cutting
hand,
edge stuff though. About Nate, when this came out in 88, 98, this is cutting edge.
man.
Like this is like end all be all.
Well, it's crazy because I keep thinking that my like YouTube is freezing, but it's just this game out here. This is end all be all right here. This is, man,
Bro,
he got the
this is
bloody elbow. Yeah, no, that's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Man, you see the wrinkles in his shirt.
Man,
This is peak, bro. Peak. This is peak '98, man.
no,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah, man. I really enjoyed the series, though, man. And overall, I definitely think it's one of the better ones. And you know, I think that if you catch it on sale, I think you should pick it up like $20 in like 2-3 years. I think you should pick it up. Just you know,
Yeah.
pick it up.
Hmm. 2, 3 years, $20. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what, like, Steam Deck. These type of games scream Steam Deck for me. I need something on the go where I'm just relaxed. We talked about Death Stranding during that state of play.
Yeah, no, man, I'm good. I don't, not going too deep in this thing. I don't know how I don't know with the Steam decks. I don't, I think I feel like I'm more of a sit down gamer. I'm not an on the go gamer.
Mhm.
So I don't even know how I would be able to utilize the Steam Deck.
Man, you pull it out like a cell phone, man. Like, I be in the
Mm,
car a lot of time. If I'm really like I'm in that gaming mood, but my wife is telling me I need to go somewhere with her. You
mm-hmm.
drive. I'm a bring the Steam Deck and I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah, you taking me over here. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. You know how they do. You know how
Bro,
they do.
yeah, that'd be we going to the in-laws. All right, cool. Back to back.
Yeah, let me pack the Steam
So
Deck. Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's real. That's real. That's real. So let's talk about this Xbox Helix though, man. I'm really interested in this. And we were kind of chatting a little bit about it earlier, so I want to bring that conversation here. Um
yeah.
let's look at that. Let's pull up that article. Let's take a look at
Okay.
that article.
So yeah, let's see everything we know about Project Helix. I'll be honest, man. You told me to type in this segment, and I've not really heard much. I have heard little murmurs of
Hmm.
what's it called? Xbox. The next Xbox is gonna be like a PC. It's gonna run Steam, which in my brain is I'm not computing that well. Um, what they're necessarily thinking, because Steam right now is essentially free to play online, which I love. So I'm kind of afraid of these people, but I also have seen Steam to be a really good company. So anyway, enough of me rambling. What are we talking about in this um, article here? Have you read this article already?
So I've skimmed through it. So if you scroll down a little bit, I think the first thing we can chat here a little bit about is the big one, the price tag.
Yeah,
Like, I
gotcha.
know that is the most important thing, especially for parents when
Yeah.
they're talking about buying their kids systems or even adults that buy the system. So you know, I'm gonna say something really controversial. I'm okay with this price tag. I'm okay
Yeah.
with it. I'm okay with it landing between 1,000 and if you can get this for $1,200 or a thousand between 1,000 and $1,200, I think you are going to get a deal. I really do.
Man, I I mean it's too early to be said because I'm PC. I'm a PC gamer. I'm not full on team PC master race. I have no loyalty to any company until I start seeing
Hmm.
checks in the account.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Smart man. Smart man.
Yeah. Um, let me see. Uh, I'm just typing in a comment.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
But I'll go. I'll continue a little bit on while while I think that price point is good. One, this console is about to future proof. This is going to be a future proof console.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Two, two, the RAMs, just like we talked about, we just spoke about RAMs going up. It's cost more to build PCs. And three, they are going to bridge the gap between console players and PC players, and they're going to make it more accessible for console players. And it's going to be a deal, man. I'm telling you.
So here's my thoughts as I what's it called? I built my own PC, man. PC,
Mm-hmm.
it's fun because you get a starting piece and then you can upgrade it over time. Like I've put a new CPU in this PC since I originally bought it. I
Mm-hmm.
put a new GPU in it since I've bought it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of leveled up with me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in this one console, for it to be 1,000 to 1,200, and me being stuck to this Xbox because upgrading I don't know what that's gonna look like. There's
I was about
not
to say,
been.
what if you can upgrade though?
Yeah, what if you can? We could say what if all day long, but this right here, a lot of questions go off in my head. I don't feel comfortable with it. But speaking of the RAM perspective, because PC Master Race, I was telling you, I feel like has taken over for the last one and a half for sure decades, if not 2 decades, and it's kind of coming to a screeching halt right now with these. Look, it says it right here in this article: current high prices of RAM, and I feel like these companies like Sony and Microsoft now have an
Right.
edge or leverage to maybe buy up this RAM or whatever it is, so that way they can get
Mm-hmm.
people onto their specific console. Because building a new PC yourself right now is just it feels flat. It feels like you opened up a can of pop last week and then came to it today. It's flat. It's just dead, not good. Um, so
Now, Nate, listen to me now, Nate. You heard everything you just said now, right?
yep,
They are about to give you a PC in a box. They're gonna give you that that mid-grade to lower mid-grade level PC, and you're gonna be able to do everything you do on the PC on their Xbox. So
yeah.
again, you can buy this Xbox. Let's say it comes out in 2028. Let's just say 2028. If it comes out in 2028, you'll have a console till 2038.
Mhm. So I don't know, man. Like I'm cool. We'll see. Have to see what the hardware is, but I just
I
don't
think that's
like
going to
the
be important.
I don't like the idea of a monopoly either. Because with my PC, I got Intel, I got Nvidia in here, I've got AMD, and all
Hmm.
these other different components. Whereas
Right?
Microsoft is that's one system flat. There's no exchanging.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What does the repairability look like? You know what I mean? Like that stuff all goes out the window when you're going with a one flat, you know, flagship product. So
Agreed.
that's kind of I'm kind of you know I'm scared of my individuality with this
Oh my goodness. Look,
coming up.
man. Look,
This
look,
is
look, look.
anti-meta of me, but
Yeah, you first. Yeah, look, man. Wait, pull the article back up. So,
oh,
so let's go and think about this price point. You okay with the price point, or you feel like you need a little bit more time to get some more details and more spec information, and then you'll kind of settle in on how you feel about that.
I mean, yeah, I need to see more specs. I mean, and they discuss specs on here, thankfully. And using my little chat GPT save us time scrubber, they're saying hardware performance section here. Um,
Okay, yeah. What is it talking about?
so release date, they're talking about late 2027.
Oh wow, that's next year.
Mm-hmm. Late 2027.
And I think that makes sense though because it's not just a console; it's a PC, so that makes sense.
So this whole it's not a console, it's a PC concept. Like, what do you?
But so here's the thing: it's a lot of console players, Nate. It's a lot of console players, and those console players don't have access to just like you do on your PC. Like you're able to just kind of go in and download it, put like mod it up. Like a lot of console players don't have access to that. So this is going to be very intriguing to them to get a piece of that PC life. Like I just got a PC last year, and it's completely different from the console, just as far as operating on it. So I think this is a chance for Microsoft to get the streaming thing together. It should be seamless streaming on there, seamless OBS. Like they should have that set up. They should have the PC game store set up. Like, and then they're gonna have access to literally hundreds of thousands of games essentially when you unlock that store. So it,
I mean,
I- they
who?
cooking, bro. They cooking.
I just don't know. I guess essentially, I am coming from a perspective of having a PC. So I've had a
Mm-hmm.
PC for years. Um, I think like this is bringing the non-enthusiast to the PC market, but I feel like the
Mm-hmm.
non-enthusiasts haven't even left Fortnite yet. Like I feel like our non-enthusiast people are in tied in Fortnite, and Yeah, everybody else that's true gamers has access to a PC. If you've been gaming for as long as it's been
Not
around.
not everybody's like that though, Nate. It's plenty of people I play PlayStation with that don't have PCs and they're gamers. They're gamers.
So what do you
I'm
think?
telling you, huh?
You you think that they like? I feel like they're not just attracted to a PC because I mean, if they wanted a PC, they would have went and bought one over the. If you're talking about gamers over like years, and plus
The,
this price point, because like the whole reason people weren't in uh PC is because of the price. Like you can't afford to put together a
mm-hmm.
PC, and now
Mm-hmm.
coming out with $1,000 or $1,200 what's it called
Console.
system, yeah, console. It's gonna put them in that same area. It's gonna put them in the same situation where it's like, yep, can't afford it. It's not really
Yeah,
making it more affordable.
you can't afford a high end PC, but you can afford a mid tier pre built PC for $1,200,
A pre-built
and it's
base.
the newest console.
That's the thing though. People are buying consoles more than they are buying like PC in that mindset and that demographic you're talking about. Like they're buying the console because, like you said, I just want to play on my couch. I don't really care to get into the technical. I'm not trying to install the mods and yada yada. Like they would have bought a PC by now. I feel like the people
Okay.
that can afford $1,000 to $1,200. It's really the only people that I feel like are getting that revolution for the whole PC project part will be little kids. Little kids who
Mm.
parents went and bought them that plug and play PC. Um,
And guess what? And it's funny because guess what they're doing? They are doing nothing but getting their next consumer class ready. They're like, hey, this Xbox that you had, it runs on Windows. Guess what your work office runs on? Windows.
oh no. No, the full scope has come clear.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
we
telling
do.
you, boy.
Hey,
What y'all doing? Y'all
we
using Microsoft?
analyze.
Come on.
You can't
What
get
y'all using in
these.
school? Y'all using Google Sheets? No, boy, y'all using Excel now.
Man, dang. Y'all don't even have Excel here? Trash. Yeah.
hmm
No, that's wow. They're hooking their young
Yeah, man.
clients.
Yeah. What's going on? Scroll down here a little bit more. Let's see what else they got saying going on
Good
here.
deal. Backwards compatible, yes. I,
That's important. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Smart.
I feel like we're at a point in history or in like computing that backwards compatibility should just be through and through.
Yeah, if your console comes out, and I kind of want to stop here real fast because I kind of want to go on a rant to something that's been pissing me off, especially with PlayStation. No, for real, seriously, backwards compatibility should be the norm. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I should not have to pay extra for PlayStation Plus to play old ass PlayStation games. As a matter of fact, if I'm looking to buy a PlayStation 4 game, that PlayStation 4 game should be no more than $30. That PlayStation 3 game should be no more than $20. That PlayStation 1 game, I should be buying it for $5.
Digitally?
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
because the PlayStation Plus, in order to play those, that backwards catalog, it's like it's like pretty much $200 a year,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like, come on, man, this is for me to play Tekken 2.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, this shit released in '99. So I think that what they're doing with backwards compatibility, that's absolutely the way to go. It shouldn't be anything behind that.
Yeah. Nah, I'm right there with you. Thankfully, that's been a thing. You've seen it with the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation. Obviously, you can play backwards. I feel like in that, you know, that PS2, PS3 era, that's when backwards compatibility was a big letdown. But
Mm,
I feel like they've got it figured out since.
yeah.
Um, so no, good note on that. What Project Helix have? I mean, yeah, it's a little too early for that, right?
I mean,
Elder,
but it better play every goddamn PC game.
yeah. So here's what I'll say about that price point
Okay.
again. If it's a high end PC, like I'm running 4K, 120 frames, like this Chat GPT is telling me, all
hmm
right, now I'm more convinced. If we're again running 4K at 120
Yeah.
frames
We know
FPS,
they're not gonna do that. They've been saying that since this console was like coming out.
exactly. It's gonna be a lot of because like it's so. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. They want me to subscribe. What's it called? Mm. Yeah, man, they advertise these things. Even with my graphics card, like I don't even get the performance that they. And I'm playing on 2K. I'm not even at 4K. I'm half of that, and I
Mm-hmm.
still can't get this type of performance that they were quote unquote promising.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be very misleading.
Yeah. And I mean you gotta have the right monitor. You have to have the right HDMI cord. Like the average gamer, non-techie's not like my mom wouldn't have been able to set this up for me.
Yeah,
I would have to take her to the store and say, "Hey, this is I need this. Go ask them for this. We're gonna ask them for this." So it's one of those things where I don't even pay attention to that stuff until they can give me 60 frames automatically, no questions asked. I don't even want to talk about that.
yeah. Well, I need more than 60 frames at this point. I need 90 at
You right.
least,
You right.
because
You
yeah,
right.
90 feels so much better.
You're right. Because I mean, it's because even like on the PS5 and the PS5 Pro, it's like, oh, you can go between and get 40 frames a second, but you're gonna increase the fidelity, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, look, y'all told me when I bought this system that we was gonna be running this bitch like a horse, like, yeah, yeah. Now y'all split my frames up, so if this console can do all of that, they might have something here, Nate. They might have something, man. They might be first to market. That's
Yeah,
important.
man. Yeah, that is important, but the thing about this world we live in, from my perspective, is very much a consumerism. I need it right now,
Mm-hmm.
mindset. From the buyer's perspective, the gamer's perspective, we want the game right now, and from the developers, like they want that cash too, access to that capital. So I feel like we get a lot of rush games, a lot of rush consoles, you know,
Mm-hmm.
things being pumped out that don't have that background
The
testing.
Yeah, or that staying power.
Exactly. Yeah, that staying
So
power.
let me ask you this here real fast as you scroll down here. Do you think PlayStation follows suit with their next console
So that looks like it's the end of the article. Do
as
I
far
think?
as like playing PC games? The answer is yes. They have to. They have to.
Yeah,
They have to.
I definitely think they're kind of in a corner. That's for sure. They're
Yeah.
definitely. It's time to respond,
You
to
know.
figure out. I mean, I don't feel like you have to, because I feel like PlayStation took that road earlier when Xbox tried to make it where you could only have one digital copy of a game, and once you put it in your system, it
Mm-hmm.
was gone. It was just digital now, basically. And PlayStation mocked them for doing
Mm-hmm.
that. And I think
Yep.
they're just gonna be like, "Hey, you guys want a console? Here's a console, $600." You know what I'm saying? Like, and
But it's not gonna be as powerful. So look here. So think about this. Think about it like this, Bowers. Think about I'm Nate. Think about it like this. When they when this console hits the market, when it hits the market, the PlayStation is going to be what? PlayStation 5 is going to be what? 6 years old.
two. Okay, yep. Mhm.
It's going to be 6 years old. So that means they are going to now, as soon as they drop this console, they're going to have the whole entire backwards compatibility library. They're going to have the entire PC library, Steam, whatever PC
Yeah.
base they're pulling from.
Yep.
And then they're going to have their library of new games that are coming to that system. It's going to be the system to have because it's going to be able to play everything that the PlayStation 5 plays, but 20,000 more games. But now you can also play with your buddy that's on the PC that went and got a PC a couple years ago. It's going to run rampant in the high school. The high school quarterback with a job at Popeyes after school, he's gonna have this console.
Yeah.
He's gonna
That's a
have
good.
it, bro.
That's a good analogy here.